What's up, family? Again, your boy Easy here with another video for you guys. We're gonna clean up a toilet, do some maintenance on it. The complaint is that it has a wobble. You see the toilet is lifting off of the ground. So we're gonna correct that. You see the caulking's all messed up. We're gonna pull the toilet, remove it, get it all cleaned up, make sure the flange is good and the bolts, and get it replaced, get it sealed to the ground, and that way it doesn't have this rocking anymore here. So we're gonna rock and roll here today. So first thing we wanna do is shut the water off, right? And flush it, make sure it's getting water. The angle stop here, you always wanna snug them close. You don't wanna over tighten them because you can rip the gasket, right? So we just snug them, unscrew the supply line here. Bingo. Right. We unscrew the supply line there. Then we're gonna start disconnecting the toilet by doing first the bolts down here. Right, I got this nice little crescent wrench that always is a plus to have. So we'll unscrew this guy here. See, sometimes you gotta do some Mickey Mouse to get these bolts off because the way they install them. But this one came out good here. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. And remember, you don't want to over-tighten toilets to the floor because you can break the porcelain by over-tightening. So we'll do this side here now. Here we go. Right. We're also gonna have to suck out all the water from the toilet in the tank. So, this bolt's kind of tricky here. So they actually sell a tool if the bolt moves along when you're trying to take it off. And I don't think I have the tool here with me. I might have it. There we go. So we took off both the bolts, the washers, you know. Toilet should be able to lift now, you see that? Toilet lifts right up now. Got the hose, got the supply line disconnected. Let's go ahead and grab that, vacuum really quick. So here's the bolts. Bingo, got the toilet disconnected at the supply line. We're gonna suck all this water out of here. Right, other side. See, you can lift the toilet now. See that? So the point is to get all this cleaned up because it's not making a good seal. Okay. And then we're gonna take this lid off here. We'll put the lid in the bathtub so that we can avoid some damages. Water out here because we're gonna turn this toilet upside down and clean it. Now the water's sucked out of there. Now we can really lift this toilet up. We're gonna remove this vacuum. See if we can put it in here. For now, put it in the bathtub here. Disconnect it there. Unplug it. Perfect stuff. CLR. If you're a plumber, you should have this stuff here because it solves a lot of problems. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this toilet. We're gonna set it aside here, upside down possibly.
There's the Wesley and the flange.
Go. Oh, there's the tool. That's the one for the toilet. If the bolts keep moving while you're spinning the nut, then you hold the bolts and then turn the nut with this tool here. So we want to clean all this up. Because if you don't clean this, then the toilet's not gonna make a seal. Let me seal it to the ground.
Clorox here, some spray, so we can get all this cleaned up, as well as this toilet here. Get it all cleaned up. I want to make a good seal today. See, the floor might not be leveled, but as long as you got everything clean, you should be able to level it with the caulking, right? So then I have these wax ring. We're gonna replace this wax ring here. Just check out the condition of the flange underneath. That's the old wax ring. See that? So looks like the flange is still there. This could be some freaky stuff, so don't worry, I got some gloves on here. Let's see, get that all cleaned up here. Turn it there. We'll check the condition of the flange here in a minute. Make sure it's still solid to hold the toilet. Okay. So, get that. Alright, I'll go ahead and spray this back down. Try to get it nice and clean. Alright. Use this guy here and get it all cleaned up. Right. We gotta get all this caulking off here. Probably should go get a scraper. That works. That works. Gotta get it all cleaned up. Get that floor cleaned up real good. Oh yeah, just sweep it off to the side. We'll get it up here in a little bit. Let's see.
Channel locks here. I have my little razor blade so it can help me out here with this little section.
As clean as possible. Get that good seal. Start lifting up all the junk.
Best stuff ever. Any calcification, corrosion, any rust, it's gonna do a good job of cleaning it up. You can clearly see the floor's not the best level here. But it's okay. Doesn't look too challenging.
Wipe this all up nicely. See how this goes here.
And got some bolts here that comes with the wax ring. What you want to do, what I like to do is bolt it down first. Bolt down these bolts first. You see here has a little groove. Then we use the old nut here to bolt it down. Make sure it's secure. Just like that. I'm already losing my gloves. Cheap gloves. So this is the best way, I think. You put the bolt, the washer, or you put the nuts, or should I say the bolt? Yeah, this is, no. Yeah, this is the bolt, the washer, and then the nut. You put this bottom part here, and then you tighten this nut here.
So that you could just fasten it to the metal. Alright, then I get my little wrench here. Bingo. Sometimes I'll even use 2 washers to bolt it down.
Like this one looks like it'll be alright. Yeah. Let's see. Just like that.
See, now this bolt is nice and tight. See that? That ain't going nowhere, right? Bingo. Same thing we'll do with this one here. Oh, look at, looks like they already did that trick. There we go. There we go. See, they did the trick with this side also. That was good. That was nice of them. So then we'll grab the new bolts. Bingo. Right, the washer. Bingo. And then the nut. The name of the game here is patience. When you're a plumber, you gotta have patience, because now you're gonna bust a leak. There you go. Shit looks beautiful, right?
It's a nice clean towel, so make sure that everything comes out nicely.
Well, that's the cleanup of the flange and the wax ring. So this is the wax ring here. I'm just gonna get a standard size. Doesn't look like he needs a jumbo or anything. I will not put 2 wax rings. Do not put 2 wax rings. If it's a far distance, they sell, what do they call them? Washers, gaps, or spacers. They sell spacers that you can make this taller. Yeah, they sell spacers. If the flange goes too far into the ground, it's important you put spacers, or they sell rubber wax rings that are real good, that are real thick, and you can stack them type deal. But this one looks like it's flanged perfectly. The tile ain't the best work here, but it's all right. So what I like to do is just kind of mold it in there a little bit, right? To make sure it fits on the grooves nicely, covers any gaps. It comes with its own little flange inside, right? A little cone flange where it helps the direction of the toilet when it flushes. So now, let me take these gloves off here, right? If you're very picky, don't do it like I'm doing it now. Me, I like to get my hands dirty. This type of job here usually is not covered by home warranty. This job is more considered maintenance and resealing. And a lot of home warranties don't cover routine maintenance, preventative maintenance, such things like that. So to do this job should cost you around $250 to $350. People think it's easy to replace the toilet and whatnot. It's really not. If you don't know what you're doing, you could break the $200 toilet you bought.
Yes.
Just feel it. Remember, my back hurts a little bit, so I'm moving like a ninja. Right? You want to line up these holes with these bolts here. Okay? If you don't line up the bolts, don't put the toilet down. Okay, the bolts line up nicely. I can set the toilet down. Bingo. Toilet's going down. You want to try to make it as even as possible. Just like that. Oh yeah. Just like that. Look at it. It seems like, oh, it has a little one there, a little wobble. But once the caulking is down, the 24 hours is weighted, you won't have a shifting toilet.
I also like to do this. So I got the toilet in its position. I will put the supply line back on here. See, it comes with its own washer. So don't over tighten these two because you can crack this little housing here. This little plastic housing. So just snug it, you know, just snug it. Don't over tighten it. There we go. So now we'll turn the water back on. Water back on. Got my toilet tank filling up with water. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this as a washing machine here today and wash my washcloth. Put some bleach in there. Now believe it or not, this is how we wash our clothes in the penitentiary, just in case you want to get some experience with penitentiary washing. This is how you wash your clothes there in the toilet. As long as your toilet bowl is clean, you know, the water's clean. If the toilet bowl is dirty, then the water's dirty, right? But in this case, they got a nice clean toilet. Get my washcloth nice.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate, you know this. You see, and if the install went good, I don't have anything tightened. I don't have no caulking. I don't have bolts down yet. If it went down good, I should be able to flush it 100 times without water coming out. Okay? So, I should be able to flush it. No leaks. Just want to get all this cleaned up. Because when we're caulking, we don't want no dust or anything. Now make sure you have enough too for this type of toilet. You know, if the floor is nice and flush and flat, then you really don't need that much caulking. But when the floor is not sealed, you gotta make sure you have a nice amount, a decent amount. You don't want to go crazy and make it look all ugly either. You gotta be artistic with your caulking. Okay. So we'll start from the back here. Just force it in there. So where's my razor blade? We're gonna pack it in there smoothly. See that?
Pack it in there smoothly. Just to make that seal. So you just pack it in there, go back and forth. Bingo. Do this side. Bingo. Bingo. So you just gotta pack it in there. Pack it in there.
Some people use their fingers. I usually do fingers too. But I found my little caulking tool, so take advantage of that. Bingo.
Get it all cleaned up now. Bingo. Alright. Clean down.
And then we'll shove this part in the back. Now you want to leave the back a little bit open in case you notice some leaks or something. You leave the back open just a little bit. You know, Shane?
Grab that caulking. Put all that down. Alright. We can use a little more back there. Put that in there. Yeah.
I still haven't put the bolts on yet. We'll put the bolts on here in a minute.
Do this on here. See? Just like that. Right?
Now that we got the toilet on, the caulking on, we'll go ahead and put the bolts on here. So you see the bolts, first you want to throw this guy in there, here like that. And I should have another washer around here. Should have some more washers. Oh, here they are. So you put the cap first, this way up. See, this side up. Put the, oh yeah, whoopsie. This side up here, here, check it out. It's all dirty. Let's clean it up. Let's clean that up there. All right. So go ahead and get that all cleaned up there. Put this here, this guy. Then you put your washer. Bingo. Then you put your nut. Now remember, you don't want to tighten this toilet too much because you can crack the porcelain. See, so don't over tighten your toilet because you will crack it.
Nice.
Nice. Then I have my small little wrench here. I'll tighten her down here. Bingo. Bingo. Make sure I listen to my own advice, right?
Bingo. Bingo. Scary. Just like that.
Then I have my little saw cutter because I want to cut down these bolts right there. Okay.
So we're gonna cut this here.
See that? Like that up there. And then the magic goes on. Bingo. See that? Now the toilet's just about done here. Right? The toilet's just about done here. Look looks like an amazing install. Whatever you do, you don't want to flush this towel down the toilet. You're gonna have big problems. So now the caulking looks pretty beautiful, I'm not gonna lie, but I will just add a tad bit more just to give us that security.
Like that.
So we use this side here because it gives us more of a flare. It gives us more of a flare.
I'm using like that also. Nice, this one right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, so this is the end result, the end product. We went ahead and replaced the toilet wax ring seal, bolts, nuts, cleaned up the bottom of the toilet. That way the caulking will be able to grab and make a good seal. The key now is to let it sit for 24 hours. You don't let it sit for 24 hours, you're gonna break the seal. Okay, so it's important that you let it sit for 24 hours. You can flush it for 24 hours if you want, but the point is not to sit on it and mess up the seal, because then you will have a rocking toilet, okay? So that's that.